For the past half year, I've been shooting exclusively with the Hasselblad XCD 35-100mm f2.5 to 4.5, a lens that might just be the most versatile and impressive piece of glass the brand has ever produced. I've taken it everywhere from commercial campaigns and a family wedding high in the Alps to teaching photography workshops under the bright sun of southern Spain. Through every shoot, it performed flawlessly, giving me a sense of freedom and creative flexibility that few lenses have ever managed to deliver. But after 6 months of using this lens as my only companion, I've found myself torn. The very thing that makes it so capable might also be the reason I sometimes want to set it aside. The first time I held the 35-100, I was genuinely impressed. It feels exactly like what you'd expect from a true medium format lens, substantial, beautifully made, and with that unmistakable Hasselblad craftsmanship. The all-metal body gives it a reassuring solidity, and every movement of the zoom and focus rings feels deliberate and precise. The lens sits perfectly balanced in the hand, exuding confidence and quality. The only small thing missing is a focus clutch for quickly switching between autofocus and manual focus, but that's a minor detail in an otherwise near-perfect build. What surprised me most was how light it is for what it offers. Despite covering a large medium format sensor, it weighs about the same as a Canon RF24-70mm f2.8 around 894 grams. That's astonishing considering the optical complexity and image circle required for medium format. It even undercuts Fujifilm's GF45-100mm in weight, a lens that offers less reach and a narrower aperture range. In real-world terms, the 35-100mm translates to about a 28-76mm full-frame equivalent with an effective aperture of roughly f2.2 to f3.2. It's a sweet spot, wide enough for landscapes and architecture, yet long enough for portraits and details. Throughout the zoom range, the aperture transitions smoothly. It starts at f2.8 at 35mm, drops slightly to f3.2 around 38mm, f3.5 at 55mm, and finally settles at f4 from 7. Compared to Hasselblad's prime lineup, you're only giving up about a third of a stop at most focal lengths, a very fair trade for the convenience of having several lenses in one. And the built-in leaf shutter remains one of Hasselblad's secret weapons, allowing flash sync at all speeds up to 1/1000th of a second and exposures as long as 68 minutes. Combined with the low base ISO of 50 or 64, you can shoot wide open even under bright sunlight and still achieve beautifully blurred backgrounds. Out in the field, the lens just works. During a commercial shoot for the Hasselblad 20-35mm, I found that lens often felt a bit too wide for my taste. But the 35-100mm immediately felt like home. It covers the focal lengths I use most often, those that match my favorite 38V and 90V primes. In fact, for the first 2 months, I found myself instinctively shooting at the extremes of the zoom range, either wide for establishing shots or long for tight details. When I used it during the launch campaign for the XCD Mark II, its versatility became even more apparent. Lighting conditions changed constantly, yet I was able to adapt effortlessly without ever changing lenses. The result was a set of images that felt cohesive but diverse, exactly what you want from a professional tool in unpredictable environments. Later that year, at a family wedding in the Alps, I had the chance to test it in more personal circumstances. I wasn't the official photographer, but I couldn't resist documenting the event. The autofocus performance with the XCD Mark II was flawless. From intimate close-ups to sweeping views of the mountain ceremony, every shot came out sharp. In about 40 minutes, I captured 300 images, and not one was out of focus. The subject detection and continuous autofocus tracked the couple perfectly, letting me move freely and focus entirely on composition rather than worrying about technical precision. The depth of field control was beautiful too, soft, natural separation that preserved the sense of place without losing subject isolation. On my workshop trip to Spain, I decided to travel as light as possible, just a roller case, one small camera cube, and no backpack. Everything had to fit: clothes, laptop, and camera gear. That meant no tripod, no extra lenses, only the XCD and the 35-100mm. Even so, the setup began to feel heavy after long hours in the 30°C summer heat. At around 900 grams, the lens isn't feather light, and you notice that weight on your shoulder. but the trade-off was absolute simplicity. No lens changes, no dust on the sensor, no interruptions to the creative flow. It's one of those lenses that rewards minimalism. You carry more weight, but you carry less gear overall. Throughout the workshop, it handled everything I threw at it. Long exposures handheld up to 1 second, crisp architectural details, candid portraits, even spontaneous shoots with local influencers on the beach. Image quality was consistently stunning, razor sharp, even wide open, with clean contrast and perfect color rendition. One didn't encounter any noticeable chromatic aberration, and the mild vignetting at wide apertures vanished by f8. Between f8 and f11, the lens reaches a level of perfection that feels almost clinical. Even for astrophotography, it surprised me. At around 35mm and f2.8, the stars remain sharp up to 8-second exposures, and with ISO 3200, the XCD captures incredible detail even under a moonless sky. The students at my workshop were equally impressed. Many of them took turns trying the lens and didn't want to give it back. It became a bit of a running joke that my demo lens was never actually with me. That alone says something about its appeal. And yes, for those interested, new workshop dates are already live on my website. But despite all of this praise, after half a year of exclusive use, I realized something deeper. While the 35-100mm is practically perfect, I began to miss the discipline of shooting with primes. As an architectural photographer, my process is highly structured. I usually work within a defined visual language, choosing focal lengths deliberately, composing with precision, and building consistency across a project. The zoom, as liberating as it is, made me more spontaneous. That spontaneity can be great, but it also led me to rely on zooming rather than consciously deciding on a specific focal length. It's a subtle but important distinction. With primes, every frame feels intentional. With a zoom, it's easy to fall into the comfort of flexibility and lose that deliberate rhythm. Still, that doesn't take away from what this lens achieves. The XCD 35-100mm stands shoulder to shoulder with Hasselblad's best primes in terms of sharpness, contrast, and overall image quality. In some ways, it even surpasses them. The autofocus is quicker and quieter, the shutter faster, and the build quality unmatched. Sure, it's not as light or compact as a single prime lens, but when you consider that it replaces 2 or 3 primes while saving you weight, space, and money, it becomes hard to argue against its practicality. It also minimizes sensor dust, speeds up your workflow, and allows you to react instantly to fleeting moments that would otherwise be missed while changing lenses. This is the kind of lens that can handle almost anything: commercial shoots, travel, fashion, portraiture, documentary work, even landscapes, and product photography. The only area where it doesn't quite replace a prime is in true macro shooting. Beyond that, it could easily serve as a lifelong companion for anyone shooting within the Hasselblad X system. Pair it with the 20-35mm or the 25mm, and you've got a complete setup capable of covering nearly every creative need imaginable at the very highest level of image quality. At the same time, it integrates beautifully into Hasselblad's broader ecosystem. If you prefer traveling light or working with specific creative constraints, you can easily complement it with a compact lens like the XCD 8P or a specialized tool like the XCD 120mm macro. Hasselblad even refers to the 35-100mm as the second lens in their holy trinity, and many are eagerly waiting for the telephoto option that will complete that trio. For now, though, the XCD 35-100mm stands as one of the most impressive zoom lenses ever made for medium format. It delivers the image quality of primes, the flexibility of a zoom, and the refinement that only Hasselblad can provide. After 6 months of living with it, I can confidently say it's the lens that can do it all, and maybe the one lens that could rule them all. Yet, as with all great tools, it ultimately reminds you that photography isn't just about convenience or perfection. Sometimes, the limitations of a prime lens are what make you slow down, think differently, and fall in love with the craft all over again.